sizzlers and fizzlers. All Jimmy Garoppolo does is win. These players saw their fantasy values increase or decrease most based on their performances in Week 15. QB Jimmy Garoppolo, San Francisco 49ers. In the 3 games Jimmy G has started for the Niners, he has performed progressively better and won them all. Against the Tennessee Titans, he threw for a healthy 381 yards, with a game-winning drive at the end. He'll be hard-pressed to continue his winning ways with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Los Angeles Rams left to go, but Garoppolo has the look of a permanent starter. Greg Olsen, Carolina Panthers. Olsen erupted for 9 catches, 116 yards and a touchdown after coming into the game with a total of 4 catches on the season due to an extended injury absence. With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers up next, fantasy owners in their championship games are salivating at the prospects. QB Nick Foles, Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia playcallers clearly have faith in Foles after he threw for 4 touchdowns against the New York Giants. With 2 defenses that have struggled against the pass left on the schedule, Oakland and Dallas, Foles should continue to play well. Week 15 fantasy football takeaways. Foles fits fine in Philly. Gurley goes wild. RB Kenny and Drake, Miami Dolphins. Drake didn't top 100 yards for a 3rd consecutive week, but he did run for 78 yards and a touchdown, and was targeted 11 times in the passing game. Fantasy owners who picked up Drake after J.A.J. was traded are sure glad they did. W.R. Keelan Cole, Jacksonville Jaguars. After a 7-catch, 186-yard performance, Cole has managed to find the end zone in each of the past 3 weeks. With the 49ers and Titans to finish up their regular season, the Jaguars will continue to look Cole's way. W.R. Doug Baldwin, Seattle Seahawks. What a terrible day for the Seahawks at home as both Baldwin, 1 catch, 6 yards, and tight end Jimmy Graham, 1 catch for a loss of 1 yard, bombed. Baldwin has just 13 catches over his last 5 games, which doesn't instill a high level of confidence for his prospects going forward. RB Jonathan Stewart, Carolina Panthers. After rushing for 103 yards and 3 scores a week earlier, Stewart could manage a scant 27 yards on 11 carries against a struggling Green Bay Packers defense. He tossed up a dud just when fantasy teams needed him most. W.R.A.J. Green, Cincinnati Bengals. With Coach Marvin Lewis apparently a lame duck and more questions around quarterback Andy Dalton than answers, Green had 2 catches for 30 yards. The Bengals look like a team that's ready for the season to end. W.R. Jordy Nelson, Green Bay Packers. With the timely return of quarterback Aaron Rodgers, and the loss of wideout Davante Adams early in the game, Nelson had every opportunity to return to an elite-level receiver. However, 3 catches for 28 yards introduces a heavy layer of doubt Nelson will ever be the receiver he once was. W.R. Adam Thielen, Minnesota Vikings. Despite the offense scoring 34 points, Thielen produced a season-low 3 receptions for 30 yards. With the now lifeless Packers and Chicago Bears up next, the Vikings will continue to feature their ground game with Latavius Murray and Jerick McKinnon. For more fantasy insight and analysis, check out fantasysharks.com.